Thank you to my high school classmates Maddie, Tossie, Nathan, and Hina. That was fantastic. Jennifer Keeler is an Oak Grove alum and part of an elite group of Oak Grove families. She not only graduated from Oak Grove, but loves it here so much that she came back to send her kids here. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Welcome to Oak Grove, my home. When I was 4 years old, we moved to Ojai so that I could attend Oak Grove School. My dad, Jeff, has worked here on and off for the better part of 30 years. And my mom, Liz, has worked here as well. In other words, Oak Grove has been a part of my life for almost my entire life. Since this place was such an integral part of my childhood, I have never questioned what it meant to go to school here. It was just my life. But until I had to really reflect on what that meant, I didn't realize just how much my education here is intricately linked to who I am. After high school, I lived in LA for about a decade, and I'd come back here to visit my parents in Ojai. And sometimes I'd come up here and wander around campus at Oak Grove, always greeted by hugs left and right. Old teachers of mine, old classmates who had become teachers, maintenance staff, all the lovely people in the main house, warm baked goods and hugs. It always felt like coming home. That is what Oak Grove School is to me. Trying to harness that right now. In preparing to speak to you, I started to ask myself, what makes it feel like home? What are the similarities between Oak Grove School and home? And I realized what they have in common for me. First of all, the feeling of family. From the deep inquiry offered in the classroom to the week-long backpacking treks through the wilderness to the life-altering month in India, my classmates and I have always felt like a true family. Sometimes we argued like siblings, but we loved each other like them too. Being an only child, these relationships were and continue to be invaluable to me. It's a bond I will never take for granted. Secondly, safety. A feeling of truly being safe and of belonging to a community. Isn't that what it is to feel at home? Being yourself and having that be enough? Here at Oak Grove, I was always supported and encouraged to learn about myself, to be authentically myself, to listen to myself, and to let others know what was or wasn't working for me. Equally, I learned that creating a safe place in order to learn was also my responsibility, that the unique environment which allowed me to feel safe was one that I also had to co-create. If on one hand, I was enjoying the feeling of safety, knowing that I would be heard and not judged, then that required something of me too, that I listen openly without judgment, or at least be aware of when I was not. In a time like this, there's not much that I can value more than speaking up and feeling like you will be heard, and equally developing the capacity to really listen. It's what this country and this whole world needs right now more than anything. Open ears, compassion, and open hearts. This school fosters that, and it may be the most important thing that I wish for my girls. I have 2 daughters. Tissue? No, okay. Oh, thanks. All right. I was told there'd be Kleenex here, I think. Okay. All right. I have two daughters, Charlie, who is 6, and JoJo, who's almost 5. They are in kindergarten and in preschool. It's amazing and delightful to be back here, seeing the school through my children's eyes, and meeting some of those same smiling faces that I knew as a child. I love being... Thanks, Mom. All right, sorry. Leah. All right. I love being on this side of it now. I know what this school has meant to be to me, but it's even more powerful to see what this school is doing for my daughters. Krishnamurti once said that if you establish a relationship with nature, then you have a relationship with mankind. It is pretty incredible to walk on this campus with my own kids, down the paths that I know so well, and see their familiarity with the rocks and where the ladybugs hide, and witness them developing the same deep connection to nature and the environment that I have. I love that they experience the same moments of silence that I did, the same opportunities to be quiet and reflective. And I love to see them speak up when they feel the urge and not be talked into anything, and to follow their own path to their truth, whatever that may be. I overhear them playing together and saying, "How do you think that makes me feel when you say that?" And "You're not the boss of my body, I'm the boss of my body." And I can't help but to smile and think this is exactly what I want for them. I can see that after only a few years of being here, they are capable of critical thinking. They have strong boundaries and compassion for themselves and others. I was taught this here as well. These skills have been invaluable to me, whether I've had a boss who I felt was treating me or anyone unfairly, or a rule that I questioned. I've always spoken up about it. I ask the questions that need to be asked. I speak up when sometimes others will shy away, and I try to do so without judgment. At Oak Grove, I was taught how to ask from an open heart and to hear from a place of compassion as well. We learn this so early here. With counsel and dialogues and all sorts of different communication methods, we are taught at a very young age the importance of listening and of accepting. We are taught to observe and reflect, to be attentive and aware, and to appreciate the beauty of the natural world. All of these things and more help to point me towards a purposeful life where I continue to, as Krishnamurti said, attempt to flower in goodness. As an alum and now a parent, I feel so grateful to have the support of this school, the teachers, fellow parents, and everyone. I want this for my children, I want this for all children, and I want this for the world.